Today we're beginning the Aq'ab'al, the 13th Jaguar Trecena. This is the Trecena we are going to be talking about the greatest development that can lead to a very intense abundance. Hello everyone and welcome back to the Maya Day Keeper. This is our Trecena analysis. If you are just arriving to our channel, this is the series where I go through the Trecenas of the Maya calendar, 13-day period inside of the Chorkir. If you don't understand anything about the Maya calendar, don't worry because I have a list of fundamental videos that you can click here in the card to watch. I have videos talking about NAWALs and Trecenas, when the days in the Maya calendar starts, so you can catch up and make it easy for you to follow the series. For those who already follow the Trecena, I hope you had a very good Trecena of Imosh. I hope it wasn't that crazy. So let me know in the comments how was the Trecena for you. So recapitulating the Aq'ab'al Imosh, the water Trecena was a Trecena that we spoke about the biggest injection of force that required a tremendous focus. Was a Trecena that we spoke about growth. A Trecena before that we spoke about the canoe Trecena, the sea Trecena, where you are preparing the land. So these two Trecenas we were spoken a lot about how we're gonna dose stuff. How we're gonna dose the nutrients to prepare the land to be fertile, just like we're gonna prepare ourselves to develop our projects, our personal goals. And in Imosh Trecena, we will be applying water to make it grow, like we're applying more energy towards to make something happen. Now in the Aq'ab'al Trecena, we're gonna be working on the development of that. Aq'ab'al has this connection with the planet Earth, like the mother that is constantly gestating and constantly giving birth to new things, new beings, to new material stuff. Of course, you can associate the Earth as our mother, the one that we need to care about. She provides us life, she keeps us alive with everything she provides us. But this mother also has this aggressive side that is also swallow everything that she gives birth to. So it's an aggressive mother as well. Just like the Jaguar in the jungle is the one responsible for controlling all of the species, controlling the ecosystem in there. It's a ferocious animal that will do anything just to keep everything in order, to keep everything in balance. So when we talk about the Earth in this aspect, we're going to be talking about this intense fertility, this constant development that gives life and also destroys everything. So that has that recycling process. Continuing with the analysis of the Trecenas, we first have preparing the land and then pouring water. Now this Trecena are going to be letting Earth make its own magic to bring things into life, to lead everything that we've been working on into a bigger abundance. And also in this Trecena, we're going to be entering into the new month, which is a new solar year. I'm not going to be entering too much details in this video because I have a dedicated video coming up talking about the month. So I'm going to be just flowing the Trecena as I usually do. And we begin this Trecena with Hunyek, one wind. One wind is the new insufflation of life, is the fresh new air of enthusiasm that can fill us with courage to go after the things that we want for our life. After we came from the 13 Imosh Trecena, there was a Trecena of the growth. Now, depending on how things went, now we can start maybe with this new insufflation of life, give life into everything that we prepared in the past two Trecenas. Just like the wind is going to be the one responsible for spreading the seeds that is going to lead us to harvest even more things. So Hunyek can be this new excitement. So it's going to be this new air that's going to give life to many other things that can multiplicate things in the development of this Trecena. So it can be an amazing day for you to start projecting the things that you would like to develop. It's a brand new day for you to get more enthusiastic about the stuff that you are doing. And a day for you to avoid starting getting angry, because Yik is a very explosive NAWAL. So it's a day that you need to take care for not starting things in an angry mode. I know that maybe the Imosh Trecena could have been a little bit crazy, could have led things into madness. But remember that now we can just start anew, we can start fresh. If the tsunami of Imosh destroyed everything, now it's just the time to let the wind just blow all the angers away and just to start over again. Remember, in the Maya calendar, sometimes we follow a good streak, sometimes we may fall off our path. But that's the cycle of life. Sometimes it's beyond our control, but there is always a new opportunity to start over and start building new things. And then we move to Aq'ab'al, to clarity. To clarity is the retraction to obtain more clarity, to put things in order. This could be a day for you to take one step back to see what went wrong in the past two Trecenas, what needs to put in order, what could be messy right now. or a good day to make the calculations that you need in order to make this development happen in this Trecena. Ishwalan Trecena is going to be gestating, just like the Earth development. Aq'ab'al also has this connection with the Jaguar, being gestating, but it's going to be representing something that is still in the dark, something that maybe not ready. So it's a great day for you to do the calculations, a great day for you to program yourself for the things you need to do, things that you need to clarify better before you start developing. And then we move to Oshib Kat, 3 burning into ashes. 3 burning into ashes is opening the path for the service, opening the path for the tasks. After we do a good calculation, now it's time that we can move forward, we can put a little more pressure to start developing stuff. So it can be also a good way for opening the path to keep things warm. Maybe you already have something going on and you just need to maintain while we work on other stuff to make things grow even more, to collect a bigger abundance. Oshib Kat is going to be talking about just moving forward with the service, moving forward with the task that we gotta do. What could be challenging in Oshib Kat? Because NAWAL 3 tends to diverge things. Sometimes we've got a blockage of something. NAWAL 3 will drive you into some other directions to continue and move forward. And that can end up putting you into more tasks that you actually need to. So it's a good day for you to move forward and knowing the most important tasks that you gotta do to avoid getting burned out of diverging into many tasks. It could also be a good day for you to do the sacrifice to help the other moving forward. Because Kat represents the sacrifice we do to sustain something that we are doing. Kat or to give life to the other, to help the other. It could be a good day for you to help other people if you have energy enough. Of course, you don't want to compromise yourself as well. And then we move to Kahib Khan for Stellar Serpent. For Stellar Serpent represents establishing things with wisdom, is to be prepared to do the right interventions. This is the point of the Trecena where we have to establish everything we're gonna do so we can have things into balance, things under our control along the rest of the Trecena. Now that you already opened the path, now it's time to make something fixed so we make it easy for us to develop things towards the end of the Trecena. Kahib Khan is a powerful day to do that. It's a day where you can foresee the things that are wrong, where you need to intervene in there to avoid the Trecena taking a wrong path. It's a good day to be aware of what could be going wrong so you can do the right intervention. So it's a day for you to play with the possibilities ahead to make sure things are going to be grounded. So it's a day to use your wisdom, to use your experience to do that in the right way. That could lead this development to the most auspicious fruition at the end. Also, Kahib Khan can represent the containment of the fury. Remember that this can be a ferocious Trecena. Sometimes ambition can enter in a way that could be not healthy. So Khan in that way can be representing the enemy that you need to look after. Sometimes the enemy is gonna be our own intentions. So it can be a day for us to establish, to ground everything before continue on in this Trecena. And then we move to Hob Kame, 5 Ancestors. 5 Ancestors is a very delicate day because we have 2 extreme opposite forces in here. An aggressive masculine with Hob and a very fragile feminine NAWAL with Kame. Depending on how things are going to this Trecena can be the overflow or supportiveness. If we start the Trecena already excited about stuff and things are flowing the right way, you already know where we are developing, we are already seeing things coming to fruition. Hob Kame can be a great day for you to expend an extra energy just to keep flowing with it. Keep flowing with that support of the ancestors, giving that extra push, telling that you're not alone or you're in the right way, like you have something to fall back on. But depending on how the Trecena is leading, if you're unable to contain the fury in Khan, Hob Kame could be the overflow of sorrow, could represent a complete devastation in the emotions. It's an extremely powerful day, for connecting with the ancestors. So if you feel the things that are going or flowing to this cold side of Kame, it could be a good day for you to ask for the help of the ancestors. It's a great day for you to connect with them. In this Trecena we talk about the Jaguar, the planet Earth. The spirit of the ancestors flows in the breezes of the wind, just like we start with the wind that flows in the atmosphere of the earth. The spirit of the ancestors in the Maya culture is floating with the breezes of the wind, is where we can find in the sings of birds. It's everywhere, it's in the air that we breathe. It's a day that you need to be very aware with the words that we speak and how the wind is going to spread that. especially sometimes on how we judge ourselves. This could be a day that, the words can turn against to us, and cause us suffering. So it's a day to bear in mind that. But in the same way, it can be an amazing day where your words can be easier listened by the ancestors. And then we move to Aq'ab'al, 6th year. 6th year is a day to measure your strength. This can be a very aggressive Trecena with all of this development going on. Sometimes it requires us to be strong to handle the tasks that we gotta do, to keep the fresh air of enthusiasm alive. So Aq'ab'al is gonna be talking about our spiritual strength. After we spoke about the ancestors, now it's time to ponder the spiritual development of the Trecena. 6th, we talk about the heart of the Trecena. The Jaguar hunts the deer. The deer is the symbol of life in the middle of the jungle, is the spirit of the forest. It can be a great day for you to connect yourself, for putting yourself in this spiritual balance, so you can see things with a better perspective. You can allow yourself to start evolving and growing. It can be a day for you to also measure the efforts that you have been doing. If you're being reluctant to move for some reason, 6th year can be a day where you can figure that out, to put things into balance before moving forward with the Trecena. And then we move to Aq'ab'al, 7th seed. 7th seed, we can be talking about the intense abundance that this Trecena can lead. Is the climax of the Trecena. Is the moment that we can already harvest everything that we started 2 Trecenas ago in the Canoe Trecena. So 7th Canoe can talk about this final ripeness or this intense multiplication that this development can bring. It's a day to explore all the potential of this Trecena, see what is missing, what is lacking for you to collect a bigger abundance. The canoe is the potential of something to germinate that can lead to multiplication, but can also represent the ripeness when something is ready. So it's a very intense day for you to start working towards that, towards the final goal of all of this development that you've been working on. You started excited in the beginning of the Trecena. But try to keep things into balance. Try to keep the balance that you achieved in 6th year. Because in canoe days, we need to be careful with how we're gonna dose stuff. Because we may be too excited and gonna be adding extra stuff, and we may be intoxicating the stuff that we are doing. Be careful with how we control our ambitions. And then we move to Aq'ab'al, 8th fire. 8th fire is the return of the sacrifice that we do to achieve power. It is the second beginning of the Trecena, where you can put more energy towards to the end to make things speed up its process. So now we already figured out what is the pattern for us to keep this development going. In the beginning of the Trecena with one wind, that new air of the excitement, now we can use that air to make the fire grow. We already know what we gotta do, we can already follow the pattern. So we can use the extra push to give an extra energy, to give our blood to achieve stuff. Blood as our vital energy. But we need to be very careful because we don't want to exceed, to enter into tasks that we cannot handle. That instead of achieving good things for us that will be also own well-being, we may be spending an extra energy that can return into sickness into our body. So it's a day that we need to be careful with that. And then we move to Tz'i, 9 dog. 9 dog, we're gonna be talking about the hidden emotions. This can be an aggressive Trecena. We may be overlooking so many stuff to keep the development going. And sometimes some stuff stay in the dark without us noticing. Just like as we seen in the beginning of the Trecena with 2 clarity, things that could be still in the dark. So 9 Tz'i is the gestation of emotions that are over there. Could be an emotional confusion. Because sometimes it's completely normal for us to be confused about the path that we are following. Sometimes we start something very excited and then in the next day we ain't so sure about that anymore. These emotions are just over there and we just keep overlooking them. So Aq'ab'al is a day for you to look after, to see what kind of emotions are gestating over there. It could be a good day for you to draw some awareness onto these emotional aspects that you are dealing in this Trecena. Could be an amazing day for you to reach, for your friends, for your loyal ones, in order to talk about that, about the things that are going on, to unload the things that you are holding in yourself, like those cold things, to avoid them to turn against you. It can be a good day for you to start clearing your mind before you continue with the development. And then we move to Aq'ab'al, 10 threads, 10 monkey. This is a day for the convergence of the work, the convergence of the interconnection of the ideas. It can be a great day for you to collaborate working with others, to ask them for coming for you to resolve the problems you're having, to make sure all the dots are connected. The same way for you to offer some help for the others, to help them in the process, resolving some stuff. In the beginning of the Trecena we had Aq'ab'al, the three burning to ashes. It was opening the path for the service, opening the path for the tasks. That opening the path could diverge into many different ideas, many different tasks that now could be converged into a great entanglement. So it can be a great day for you to ask others to help you untangle the stuff that you put yourself in, and to untangle the net so you can keep carrying your abundance, so you can keep evolving, you can keep moving forward with your projects and personal goals. So it can be a great day for you to resolve problems with the help of the others. And also Aq'ab'al marks the last day of the month Aq'ab'al, the solar year 10th year. So it can be a day for saying your goodbyes for this month that's gonna be resting for the next 52 years. And then we move to Aq'ab'al 11 Pathfinder. This marks the entrance of the new month, the new solar year 11 Pathfinder. I'm not going to be talking about the month in this video, I'm just going to continue flowing in the context of the Trecena, but as I told you in the beginning, I have a video coming up talking specifically about this month. So 11 Pathfinder in this Trecena can talk about the multiple directions of the path. It can be a day where you can see so many possibilities where we can walk, where we can develop things. But it could be at the same time a day where you can lose our orientation of where we are going or what are our goals in this Trecena. Because if in the beginning of the Trecena we weren't able to establish the development with the wisdom necessary to intervene in the right moment, and then things just continue just getting entangled along the Trecena, this could be the day where you just feel completely lost, that we feel like we don't know where we're going, lose the sense of direction of the things that we want for life, what is our purpose, why we are doing this stuff, what is the meaning behind of everything. Sometimes it's not necessary that we just follow one single direction. It can be completely normal if you choose to follow multiple directions, but we need to be able to handle all of that. So if you did the right preparation at the beginning of the Trecena in 40 Stellar Serpent, now we know where to intervene in case you just get lost in the path. It's an auspicious day for us to see these multiple directions of where everything could go. It also can be a good day for you to dilute the melancholies you are carrying. And then we move to Aq'ab'al 12 Transformation. 12 Transformation is going to be talking about the extra changes or the unexpected changes to be made. This could be, the last step of the Trecena before the accumulation of the development that we are bringing. So it could be the last moment of the Trecena to do those changes that we are willing to do in order to achieve the development that you want to. So it can be a good day for you to give an extra push towards the things that are incomplete in your project or in your personal life or that requires a priority attention. In the beginning of the Trecena, we had the Hop Kame, the 5 ancestors, that delicate day that I spoke about. They could be that overflow of things. So 12 can represent the repercussion of what happened during the 5. Because sometimes this repercussion can turn ourselves bitter. We can start, seeing life with more cynicism. And we want to avoid falling to this cold side of the NAWAL, to avoid going to the aggressiveness of this Trecena. And then we move to the final day in the ruler Aq'ab'al 13 Jaguar. 13 Jaguar, we're going to be talking about the big development, this great fertility of the earth. If you are just following the Trecena along, maybe you already see the earth doing its magic in its development. Maybe we are going to be seeing stuff going to the fruition as it's our goal in here. We could be seeing things multiplying. So it's a great day to work towards this development, to work towards the plan that you are building, to make sure you have the resources necessary to bring this abundance to fruition, whether it's economically, whether it's effortlessly, to collect more stuff into that. Aq'ab'al talks about economics when you do the savings, how you're gonna save the stuff to use later to continue multiplying the stuff. Also has this connection with the material that we collect from Earth for our temporary needs during our life in here. So it's a good day to remember, or just to bring some awareness that the Earth provides us life, that provides everything that we use in here, and to make sure we do our small part in this role in here to look after her. But that's something obvious, right? But as I said, sometimes we can be blinded by our ambitions. We can just put our ethics or values aside. So it's a day to remember to avoid us turning a blind eye over that. If you're just following the flow of the Trecena, we're gonna be surprised on how much we're developing in this accumulation day. But if not, if something went wrong, if you did not pay attention on our efforts and the things that we are doing, it will be no surprise if you are just killing the fertility of the land and entering into the barrenness of the Aq'ab'al. So it's good that we follow this Trecena with attention, with responsibility, for our own well-being, also for the best of the prosperity for projects or personal goals and everything. And that's it for today's analysis. I hope you have enjoyed. I hope it was insightful for you. If it was so, don't forget to leave your thumbs up to let me know that my efforts are being worth it doing these videos. And if you have any questions related to the Maya calendar, anything you'd like to see here in the channel, don't be shy, you can use the comment section below to talk to me, and also to let me know how is your experience going following the Trecenas. And if you're new to the channel and are enjoying the content that I have been posting, don't forget to subscribe and click the bell button to receive notifications every time I post a new video. That's it, I hope you have enjoyed, and I see you all very soon in my next video.